Today, we're looking at 4 watches that are luxury and under $500. Now, luxury is something that kind of is thrown around loosely in the word market. It could mean it's hard to get, it could mean it's extremely expensive, or a combination of both. It's hard to get and expensive. Well, these watches on this list are not hard to get and they're not expensive. Now, I can hear what you're saying. You're saying, well, they're not luxury, Chase. Well, this is an introduction to the luxury watch market, and there's 3 different criteria that I'm going by. 1 is it has to be Swiss. 2, has to have heritage behind the name. Heritage being, over, we'll say 80 years of existence. Anything created in the last couple decades really doesn't have much heritage, though it could be really great. And I'm looking at Christopher Ward here. It's a great company, but it doesn't have much heritage behind it. So it has to have heritage, has to be Swiss, it has to be under $500. First, I created a list of 3, then I had to add 1 more in right at the very end because it is a very well-known, probably the most well-known brand on this list, but I saved it for the very end. Now, everything here that I'm listing is down below in the link on Jomashop. Jomashop is a great gray market dealer online that has great bang for buck. They always have massive sales. All of these are on their massive summer sale. The link down below helps the channel, doesn't cost you anything. So if you guys want to shop at Jomashop, use that link. Hopefully there can be some kickback to the channel and then I can get more stuff to bring in to review to show you guys. So if you guys want to shop that link down below. Now the first one on the list, of course, is going to be Tissot. This is just one of those watch brands that was kind of in the background for a very long time, but with their PRX release, which is what we're talking about today, the Tissot PRX Powermatic, this one specifically on the leather strap. The release of the PRX really did shake up the market because it really did fill the niche of a lot of people wanting that Gerald Genta style watch. The Royal Oak or the Big Bang from Hublot. This has a similar case shape, so it really does scratch that itch. The difference is this watch is just at $500 on that leather bracelet, a little bit more if you get the stainless steel bracelet, but it's giving you a lot for your money. This watch specifically has a similar textured dial to the Royal Oak. It's very sporty, 100 meters of water resistance, and it does offer their Powermatic movement, which is a 4 hertz movement toned down to 3 hertz, which gives it 80 hours of power reserve, 21,600 vibrations an hour. Really, really great watch. Now, the heritage behind this is over 150 years, so it is Swiss, has the heritage, just at $500 on that leather strap, and I actually have a Tissot PRX Powermatic 80 in the mail right now for review, so stay tuned for that. I'm also going to be giving away that watch at 15,000 subscribers, so be a subscriber. Now, the next one on the list is going to be a Certina. Now, Certina is a watch brand that is not talked about as much as they should be. And the Certina that we're talking about today is the DS Podium GMT. Now, when I saw this watch, I was like, man, that's a cool looking watch, especially because that GMT hand is at a sub dial at the 9 o'clock position. Most GMT hands on watches are like an additional hour hand that rotates from the center as opposed to a subdial, which makes this extremely unique and very eye-catching. This one specifically has the blue dial, which again is very beautiful. It does sit at 41 millimeters in diameter, so it is slightly bigger. I always say that between 36 and 40 millimeters, 38 is right in the middle of a sweet spot for most average sized wrists. 41 is slightly larger, but with a lot of research online, 41 millimeters on this Certina really does wear more like a 39 or a 40, so that's really great to hear. This one has a solid stainless steel bracelet. It does have a quartz movement, but this is one of those perfect traveler's watches in my opinion, and Certina has 120 years of Swiss heritage. Now, the next one on the list, of course, is going to be something like a Glycine. And of course, I did the Combat Sub because I had to have at least a dive watch on this list somewhere. Dive watches are so popular, that classic style that can either go with a suit or go with shorts, I had to add it to the list. It is the only dive watch. So the Combat Sub, coming in at 42 millimeters in diameter, is again slightly larger, but this one is on a solid stainless steel bracelet, so it can either be dressed up or you can put it on something like a Chase NATO strap from Chase Straps and dress it down. One of the things I love about Glycine is this watch under $400 offers Glycine's in-house movement, the GL224. This is at 38 hours of power reserve, 21,600 vibrations an hour, but it's an in-house movement from Glycine. Swiss watch, has heritage, in-house movement, 200 meters of water resistance, sapphire crystal, really hard to beat. Glycine, a lot of people do not look at Glycine, and I have no idea why. The Combat Sub to me is one of the best watches on this list. Now, last but not least, and I wasn't going to add them to the list because it's one of those, well, of course you added Hamilton to the list. Yes, Hamilton. As part of this summer sale, Hamilton normally is just under $1,000, between $3,000 and $1,000 for most of their watches. Sometimes when you look at their dive watches, they're just over $1,000, but with this summer sale, a lot of Hamiltons are on sale. It's one of those watches that you can really pick up at a lower cost in the secondary market. Now, the sale puts this one specifically at just $500. Today, we're looking at the Khaki Navy Automatic Sprite Bezel. This one specifically is on the nylon strap, which means it's going to be slightly cheaper. If you want it on stainless steel, it's going to be like the first watch, the Tissot. It's going to be slightly more expensive, but at just at $500, this Hamilton has also an in-house movement with the H10. Now, I can hear what you're saying, Chase, the H10 is based off an ETA movement or an ETA movement. And yes, it is. Who really cares? Still a Swiss automatic, 80 hours of power reserve on that one, 25 joules, 21,600 vibrations an hour also. That one has 100 meters of water resistance, solid stainless steel case, sapphire crystal. The Hamilton name is well known around the world. It's not as well known as Omega or Rolex, but I can tell you that a Hamilton on the wrist gets that hat tip and head nod from any watch collector. It's a very respected brand all around. So what do you guys think about this quick video? Do you agree with the watches? Do you not agree with the watches? Do you have any more to add? Leave a comment down below. Now, I am going to be doing another video, another list video of watches under 500, under 300 that are not Swiss, that are not luxury, of course. Now, you guys can argue these are not luxury watch brands, right? Luxury is this and luxury is that. I really don't care. Maybe that's a little clickbaity. Don't really care. I am going to be doing a list of like Bulova, Citizen, other watch brands outside of the Swiss market that are even better than the Swiss market. That list is going to be coming in the future. I just got the Poly watch in, so I'm going to be doing a review finally on that Omega Speedmaster Professional and the Omega Moon Swatch, now that I can clean up both crystals and give you guys some great macro photography. I'm so excited. That video is coming out next. I also have dive videos coming out. I've rented a pool. I've done some videos. I'm kind of redoing the YouTube studio right now so I can give you some better shots and photography. So there's a lot of stuff coming up in the future. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you want to win that Tissot PRX Powermatic 80 at 15,000 subscribers. You gotta be participating if you wanna win it. Leave some comments down below, hit that like, watch the videos, come back, watch some more videos, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one.